hartelijk welkom op VMworld 2011. Naast me zit Vittorio. Vittorio is Vice President End User Computing. Was gisteren op het podium naast Steve Harrod in de keynote. En ik heb wat vragen voor hem. You're smiling, so you're enjoying as yesterday on the keynote. So you did a good job. Who is Vittorio and what is your background? And maybe you can tell me about it.
Sure. So my name is Vittorio Viarengo, and I run product management and strategy for the end user computing products at VMware. My background has been in sitting in between great engineering teams and customers to try to help the engineering team build the best product for the customers. All my career, that's what I've done.
Okay. And you're enjoying it, as I can see.
Oh yeah, it's, I don't think that people outside of the software world realize how awesome it is to start from an idea, and then you have a bunch of smart engineers working on them, and then here comes a product that solves a problem for a customer. It's exhilarating. Yeah.
Yesterday, almost 50% of the keynote was about end-user computing, which is a very good thing from my perspective. So messaging around end-user computing to the community, to the Dutch VMware community, for instance. What is the essence of VMware's end-user computing, and what kind of solutions fit in the strategy and vision of VMware?
So as we highlighted yesterday in the keynote, we see that we are today at a point we are living in the post-PC era. Although the PC and Windows is still prevalent in the enterprise, if you look at the internet, 50% of the devices connected to the internet today don't run Windows. So we need a new approach to solve that problem, because these devices are coming into the enterprise. You know, the iPads, the Android, you know, like, who knows what's next. And IT is struggling to figure out how do they go from the world of today, where enterprise application and their desktop, 20 years of desktop there, and this explosion of SaaS and mobile application, and how do they connect that to end users that are coming in with huge expectations with all these devices, and they want to get their work done. So that's the problem we're trying to solve, to build the platform, the end user computing platform for the post-PC era.
What kind of, so VMware View 5 is an important portion. Horizon Application Manager is an important portion. What kind of solutions are also important in the complete vision?
So if you look at this, what we need to solve for our customers, we break it down into three main pillars. First, you need to turn your existing assets into managed services. So the desktop with View, you can turn it to a managed service. The next step is to peel the onion and get to the application and the data level. And that's where Horizon Application Manager comes in, that gives you that integrated, unified application catalog offered as a service. And then with Project Octopus, we can do that for data. Right? So once you do that, then you plane the level field. Sorry, we made possible to insert Horizon as this unified broker that allows IT to define who gets what, when. And now when a user comes in, we look at which device they use, we look at the policy, and then we do the right thing. If they want to get their whole desktop, we ship them their whole desktop. If they want to get just the one app, we can provision that one app. If they cannot run that app on that device, say it's a Windows application and you have an iPad, we can use App Blast, which is a new project, to display it on that device. So all these projects and products are really coming together into holistically build this platform for the post-PC era.
View 5 is released. What I didn't see is local mode, local mode, additional functionality in local mode. What is your take on local mode or local VDI or offline VDI, and what are your expectations in the future of that kind of functionality?
So my job as a product manager is to prioritize, and we thought that the offline solution that we had with InView 4.6 was good enough for the customers right now, and so we focus our development effort on moving the ball forward in terms of the richness of the virtual desktop with 3D support and unified communication, and then really improving our performance of the video protocol over wide area networks, and proliferate the client on multiple devices. In the future of the offline mode, which is critical to a lot of use cases, right? For example, we just closed what I think is the largest VDI deal ever with a retailer in the US. And offline mode was a key component of that solution, because as a retailer, if the network connectivity is down, we want to be able to operate it locally. Going forward with the local mode and the offline mode, we plan on supporting more platforms. The next one that is a candidate is Mac, and so stay tuned.
Part of View 5 is Persona, the RTO software acquisition. Is Persona enough for VDI, or are additional layering management technologies needed for the future?
So our philosophy there, we thought about this area really deeply. Right? So everything that you see us doing is that deliberate choice. It doesn't happen by chance. So we thought that stateless desktop, IT loves them, right? Because you can share storage and the image across multiple users and so on and so forth. But every time you log in, you get a fresh new one. And so with persona management, we said, look, we can move the ball forward, give you the same cost, but now you get your data and your personalization. Check. We know how to do that.
But that's just a portion of the stack.
So then, in the other spectrum, you have a full stateful desktop. And there, we're really working to make the container as cheap as possible, so that if you already know how to manage that, keep doing that. We don't want to get in the way. And then there is this area in between, where you have to support user install applications and things of that nature. And our approach there is to say, wherever possible, use Horizon. Deposit this application, virtualize on top of it, right? So so you could remove that, type.
But the applications in Horizon are managed by IT. And in this case, a user maybe wants to install applications which are not managed by IT. So that's
a good use case. And what we're doing right now, we are working with some partners to really provide a very integrated solution for our customers using these strategic partners like Unidesk, and there are other ones like Mocha 5 and Liquidware Labs and so on and so forth. And if you look at the strength of View, is a very, I like to refer to View as the iPod of VDI. It has all the right features that you need, and it's very easy to deploy. And so if you look at View plus any of these partner technology, is better integrated than our competitor product. And right now, that's our approach to solve that problem. And if we find a way that is very elegant and solves 100% of the use cases where we can feel like we can put our brand to it, we may make a step into that market. Right now, we're deliberately not going there.
Well, it's an energizing, market, the end-user computing space. There's a lot of movement. I received a lot of energy in the keynote, so thanks for your time.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I do share your excitement and that the energy around end-user computing here at VMware and from our customers is phenomenal. And every time we do this conference, I go back to the office super re-energized, because I get our customers really love us, and that makes a lot of the hills that we're taking look much smaller to take.
Do you still live in Italy, or do you live in the US?
No, I've been completely Americanized now. I live in San Jose, California.
Well, thanks again for your time.